Welcome back to the volume shift where we don't raise our voices, we just shift our understanding.
Yeah, and today we talking about something we all think we good at, but most of us struggle with it.
Listening,
Not hearing, not waiting for your turn, just actually listening.
because most conversations, they don't fail due to disagreement.
They fail because the person is not understood, bro.
Buck doctor's the doctor without the doctrine.
And I'm Jalil, urban activist, new school blacktivist. Yeah, man.
And this is the
Volume
volume
shift.
shift. You heard me? Turn the volume up on that jump. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift.
Back at it.
What up, though? How you living? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm great, man. It's been a beautiful week. Man. I've been on my joint, Ramadan is here, so fasting it out, thinking, planning, striving. You.
Oh man, I'm gravy, baby. Trying to live, not just exist. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely feel you on that, man.
And just like wanting to be more in tune with me. You feel me? And like really getting to a point where I don't even want nothing to like. I don't want to be doing things that like make me do it. You feel me? Like that type of power over me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, motherfuckers be having the shakes, not picking up their phone. You feel what I'm saying? Like the whole shakes, like just cause you know what I'm saying? Like you ever challenge the person like, don't touch your phone for 2 minutes. And because you put the challenge out, it feel even more shaky. You
Yeah,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like, but it's so crazy, right? And I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but like, nah, I'll get into it another time. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. The beautiful topic that we got today, you know what I'm saying, more educational. You feel what I'm saying? And like we said, listening, right? And you take that word and you like, man, it sounds simple, right? But like you said, like it's a tough joint. Everybody think they got it down. You know what I'm saying? But we really about to break it down. You feel me? So people can really understand, oh, I ain't been listening this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and something that simple can have a value shift. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm be conversations though, man, that really just be two people like just waiting to talk.
Yeah. And most of the time, like, I don't know. What I see most of the time, people ain't there. They just like waiting for their response to what you just said. You feel me? And it's like, I had to practice with that too, because it's like, we do a podcast, we do different things where we speak to the public, and it's like, it's a certain skill that you gotta have, like to listen, retain that information while actively listening, then until they're done, and then, give them that. But sometimes they get mixed up to where it's like, oh, I gotta hurry up and say it before I lose it. You feel me? And sometimes that can cause a disconnect between the conversation.
I feel like that's the excuse people use, right? I like a lot of women that I talk to had that one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I had to say it or I'll forget it.
Hmm.
It's like you'll rather go with that than versus like you actually practice it to be able to remember shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like
Right.
you interrupted me by wanting to state that. That means like you on a one-way street. You feel me? Like you just try and get your stuff off,
Yeah.
meaning you not listening to me.
Yeah, bro.
And right from the rip, once you cut that off, the rest of the conversation is a done bun. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because now
Yeah.
is almost a beef now. Because fuck, you never was listening to me. No, I had to get my shit off. Like, no, because I forget it. And
Yeah.
the reason why it's continuation, right? Because nobody stops it and be like, yo, no, the fact that you You care so much about, like, I don't even care about your response for real. I just care about you listening. But you so into your shit that you thinking like to be inclusive in this conversation is your whole goal, like is your whole thing. And my
Mhm.
whole thing for you is just for you to just be listening, like, because when you listening, you can actually respond back off of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you try and jump the gun and get your shit off before you whatever, if we using that excuse, right? Like that you'll forget or whatever.
Mhm.
That means first two, that mean like you ain't even let me completely say everything and then you got a solution already. That mean it could be wrong by the end of what I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and at that point, you should forget it. 'Cause there's no value in it no more after you done heard the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And that's exactly when the debating start. You feel me? Because it's like I think personally, like some people, I don't even think they do it on purpose. You feel me? Because like even growing up and going to school and all that, yeah, they taught us the words, they taught us vocabulary, they told us like certain things, nouns and pronouns and all that, but it wasn't a lot on like how to conversate, how to active listen. You feel me? How to take mental notes while people was talking and let them get what they got out. So it's like I think it's just like more of a training that people gotta do within themselves. Cause even doing the cast, bro, you see, we done tried, like we done did it a certain way. We done tried the scripts, but we always get back to what's natural to us, bro. So it's like that's just part of the training. Like, but I don't take it like that deep every time, but sometimes you do, cause when you getting in the thick of it, or if you having a real situation and you just need somebody to vent to, but they keep cutting you off, it's like, all right, bro, it's cool, dog. Get on out of here, man. You feel me? And we gotta build that connection the right way. So that start with being able to listen and really understand like what people were saying, so it can be a conversation.
And connection to it, it really starts with like on the other person too being accountable. You feel me? Now that we having this dialogue on this episode, right? It's like we informing people about the whole thing. Now you got a full view of the elephant, right? Like, so if I don't tell you, then that's I take a part in you not learning to listen too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like going off the example you just gave. Like, if I come to you, I can't just expect that you just gonna listen. I don't know the space or room that you in at that time. I'm just calling you out the blue. I got the problem. You don't know of the problem yet. So you could just answer on your regular, oh, this Buck calling.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you could be on friendship and be playing, but I could be serious. And then, but because of that pre notion shit, like now I feel a type of way, but I ain't give you the full John to set it up for the win. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like, yo, on this conversation, bro, I just need you to listen. And then if a person don't listen, then y- it's something. Now that's something. You get what I'm saying? But that's
Yeah.
more evident. That's more evidence to say like, oh, you ain't listening. Cause now I didn't told you that I need you to listen, and you still on that same. I need to get my shit off, or I need to say my spill, or whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? So I think on both sides, you gotta have that accountability to be like, let me inform this conversation first so that I can get the best results from it. It ain't
Yeah.
always just about the person not listening. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that, like, once we get to that part, it's like once the person know that, like, once you corrective, like once you use corrective like criticism like that, like that's when it turns into winning. You feel me? Because now we can actually, damn, bro, my fault. I ain't even know you was having that type of day. Or, men, especially us, like we dads, bro. We company owners, so we naturally like problem solvers. So when people call me with a problem or a dilemma, I could be on the roof. So if somebody call me with a problem and I'm on the roof, I'm gonna give you a solution. And that's not always the best thing. You feel me? So now it's like I'ma hold off on that until I have time to. You feel me? I might just send out a text. Listen, I'm a little tangled up right now. I'ma hit you back or whatever. But it's just that little understanding, bro. And if it's something dire, I'ma pause what I'm doing. You the bro. You feel me? Like it's certain people that get that pause. But it's like, I just want to get into like I want to start to get into like the corrective action, like, and I want to know why don't we listen well? Like, I don't know. Did anybody ever teach you how to listen? Probably adult
Well,
years.
it's similar to like what I was saying on the last episode with how adults used to put kids in their place by making a statement of like, kids don't need to be in adult business. You feel what I'm saying?
Stay in the
So
child's place, all of that.
like so automatically, right? That put us as kids in a spy mode, right? Like now we gotta listen through the wall to hear shit. Now we being super nosy. You get what I'm saying? So that amplify the air. You
Yeah.
feel me? And as humans, you know how it can get. Like if I tell you that you can't have something, you're probably gonna want it more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fact that we couldn't be in them conversations, we was dying to just be the fly on the wall. So listening became like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody really good at listening. Let's not get that fucked up. You get what I'm saying? But it's just the volume shift on what we talking about now to make it healthy conversations, right? Because everybody heard the gossip. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers be in the hospital, nurses know what the doctors got going. Everybody in everybody's shit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's only due to what? Fucking listening. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, true.
And and even a side note too is like I had this thing for myself. It's like if I don't listen to it, if I don't heard it, then I'm not a part of it. You feel me? So I try to stay away from things I don't want to be a part of by just hearing it. You get me? So that even include like friends calling you, yeah, bro, such as bro, I don't
Yeah.
even want to hear that. You feel
Bro.
me? Because it could become a thing of like now that person's, you know what I'm saying, becomes yours now. You see what I'm and they only giving half. So they giving their viewpoint of the elephant. They giving their viewpoint of the elephant. So it's like it's almost like a motherfucker telling you, like, yeah, bro, I want you to see this how I see it. Or I want you to look at this person the way I'm looking at this person because they did such. I don't be trying to hear none of that. You feel me? Because that's gonna really affect me when I go around said person. Like that's gonna
Yeah.
be in the back of my mind. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I ain't gonna make up now. But
Yeah.
I was gonna make up something. But also too, bro, like you said, it ain't really a direct joint. They kind somewhat teach you like listening. Um But it be in different ways, right? Like when the teacher's talking, you get what I'm saying? Like everybody must pause and you know what I'm saying? Even in the instance where remember we had to raise your hands to talk. That
Yeah.
means that allows for one person in the room to be speaking and everybody else should be listening. Cause it's the only opposite of if you're not talking. If you're not
Yeah.
talking, you should automatically be listening. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? And then on top of it, this is the last point I make is like the fact that as humans, we got two of these puppies. You know what I'm saying? And only one of these. So, wise man once said, you got two ears so you can listen twice as much as you talk.
Right, bro. We all
But
know over talking.
I know that I said that was going to be the last point, but in the society, it got tweaked. You know what I mean? And what you listening for and all of that got screwed up. It go back into the conversation from earlier. You know what I'm saying? With how people would jump the gun, try and be eager to say they part, or you know what I'm saying? Like because and some of that teaching is some of that, right? Because as you know, when we come up in the hood, with some of the stuff that people say, it's real dismissive. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know, and the new joint they say, right, let me get it. Let me what the kids say. All right, too much. That's too much. Or I'm fucking it up. They be like, all right, all right, that's you doing too. It's almost like
Mhm.
how he used to say you doing too much, but they got a little better, like a little fly way of saying it. Anyway, I fucked it up, but 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 yeah, like it's that type of stuff that create this type of stuff. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you said, the eagerness to want to win. That means you gonna disregard listening and stuff, because that ain't in some people's mind. That ain't inclusive in winning. It's just that I
Yeah.
need to get off my shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, don't let nobody talk to you any type of way. You get what I'm saying? Those type of things put it in your mind to not listen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because soon as I hear that key word that I associate with disrespect or something,
It's
I'm
over.
on attack now. You get what I'm saying? Like, my fault. I know I was a little long-winded on it, but like, yeah,
That's just how it is, man. That's why I'm like, yeah. So you right though. Like we really do listen, but it's like I don't know. I just feel like us in totality, like we need to do better with listening. You feel me? Like, cause talking with the bros is a little bit easier for those situations and be like, oh no, I ain't mean it like that, or my fault. Like sometimes, bro, in relationships, bro, it seemed like that's where the most disconnect come in at. Cause it's like with two separate thinkings, a man think one way, a woman thinks one way. So although we can see similarities, it's like the wiring is totally different. So it's like we the ones that gotta work on that and build that bridge so we can communicate better. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, that's what the volume shift about, bro. Like, it's not about all the flashiness, bro. It's about the internalness now, like, cause we all trying to grow to the next level, bro. And with us not even knowing how to listen to each other, with us over talking each other, cutting each other off and all that, like, that can close a lot of doors, bro. You feel me? Cause we could be ready to put something together. But if you can't even listen to the plan you before you adding it in, yo, matter of fact, you know what? Hey, I forgot what I was about to say. You feel me? Like it's cool, bro. And instead of us keep doing things like that, bro, we gotta hold each other accountable. Like, hold up, bro, before you even answer. You feel me? So
yeah. But also too, understanding that you don't gotta be the one to voice whatever it is that you feeling or thinking. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was always taught, like, if you wait long enough, like, somebody might say what it is that you thinking or that you want to present. You feel what I'm saying? And learning, like, and that's taking the ego and the pride out. You get what I'm saying? To be like, long as what it is that I wanted is out there, I ain't gotta be the one who presented. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I see a lot of that, like, so a lot of the arguments within the relationships don't even be about the topic. It's more about the not being heard part, or the being misunderstood part, or the defense or the attack part. You get
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, that's what more people argue about whatever topic that they started with, they had forgot that joint. You heard me? Like, it don't even like that's why most people you hear that shit in the movies and all, it be like, damn, what was we even arguing about? A lot of beefs in real life, bro. Niggas get to jail and be like, damn, why we have a street beef?
They end up being cool for the next 20 years.
Nigga, we ain't even ever have a real conversation. That's why we have real beef. You get what I'm saying? Like, and in that case, I know you probably was listening to the wrong people.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So you can utilize listening when it's what? When it's in the a damaging form, or
yeah,
when it's something that can move something forward in a positive, healthy joint, we don't know how to listen no more.
crazy, bro.
You
That's
know what I'm
usually how
saying?
it is, man. Be all these emotions build up and this and from the last two times that happened and did it like it'd be a whole different combination, bro. But it's rarely like the substance of the conversation that starts arguments or you feel me? Is that lack. So it's like now we get to that point and we understand like what we go through with the conversations and like listening and over talking. So now I think like it's time for us to get into like some solutions, bro. How do we get ourselves like in a better space to communicate? You feel me? Without taking offense, without over talking, without, all the unnecessary stuff. I think that's the area we need to, climb to.
Yeah. I mean, well, based on your question, like, what would you say, like, would be like some solutions? So, like, let me give you a scenario, right?
Mhm,
Like a couple been together for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And, building together every day. Do they even have a business? No, they work separately. But one is losing finances and you know what I mean? So the other had to carry for a while. But before that, it was a team joint,
mhm,
right? And the topic could be like, um, maybe because they wanted to buy a new house or something, right?
mhm,
And so they arguing every day, like, you know what I mean? It's getting bad. Like you know what I'm saying? It's getting super bad. Like, what would you offer as like a solution or a suggestion or like an
mhm.
intermediate to that?
And first, I would suggest they listen to understand, not just to reply, and like stop listening for like points that you can like combat. You feel me? Instead of understanding each other, like, all right, damn, husband, he lost his job for a while. I'm a nurse right now, so I'm getting $80 an hour. Like I can afford the da 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 da. But it's a certain point, like y'all been together for 10 years, so y'all gotta be able to communicate. Listen, babe, like I do want to buy the house, but you see that my income slowed down. So if you do want to buy this house, these next probably 3 to 5 months that I'm gonna have to take to build myself up. You feel me? You gonna have to take the heavier load. And that's just partnership. It's gonna be like that sometimes. Like, you feel me? Sometimes she's gonna win more and be up. Sometimes he's gonna be up more and it is what it is, but we all go up and come down at some point. So it's like before to go up or come down, it gotta be an even ground to even start on, bro. That would be mine, cause I ain't gonna lie, being married for 10 years, bro, like, at first, our communication was trash, bro. Always arguing, always this. But as we got a little older and like wiser, we really start listening to each other more. And I started to identify, like, before she even expressed what was going on or what she was, I started to feel that. So it's like, but that comes with time and that comes with effort. There's a lot of times where we disagree, we argue, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, yo, babe, look at this video. You feel we back to communication. So it's like no matter like what goes on, Like if you get cut off, if you don't, whatever, and y'all start to argue, man, it's like one of y'all gotta be like, all right, let me stop this here. You right, I'm sorry. Let's start over. You feel me? I don't want no problems.
Yeah,
That's so that's my advice. That's what I would do. Cause like trying to pound in the right answer, what you think is right, like in the argument, bro, that don't matter. Cause it's like y'all both defending y'all argument. Man, so you're not gonna stop your belief to disagree with their argument. So it's non-stop, bro. And it's irrelevant for real. Cause we still gonna be together.
but shit, that might be the biggest of the problems, right? Like to me, looking at real life, and like I said, I'm so much of a observer, right? Like if I'm looking at that couple, it's like it's deeper than that, and we gotta learn to listen for what people not saying. You get what I'm saying? Like if we together 10 years and suddenly like what I do is that much annoying to you, or like it's just like make your skin crawl. It's something like you don't want to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And I'd rather you just say you don't want to be here, and we can eliminate all of this going back and forth, and then continuing to make it 20 years.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and so that's why I phrased the question, because I figured like the way you was gonna answer your question too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and the
Yeah.
way you responded gave somewhat of the beginning of some solutions. So if people are going through those things, those was great points that you gave. You feel me? Like,
Hmm. Man, I'm
but
open
the
for more if y'all got some too. For sure.
but the more of it is though that you gotta be honest about that part first, whether you even
Mhm.
want to be here still, and then we can move into that proper conversation protocol. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I would say, man, like learning and understanding yourself, man. Like
Yeah.
who is all your teachers? Who's the authors of all your thoughts, your morals, your practices, like your habits? Like who you get what I'm saying? Start there, because most times if you're not listening, it's because one of those thoughts is clouting your shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I said, motherfuckers grew up having to battle like that. So you don't have to battle. It's like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Or like, you know what I mean? Or even because most times people like try to put shit on the hood, but even growing up in the burbs, you get what I'm saying? Like if they so successful as a blue collar family or what have you, then they moving. Most
Yeah.
times they busy. You get what I'm saying? So then it becomes busy now. So I ain't
Yeah.
got time for you because I'm too busy. Now what you get, you feel me? The Oklahoma bombings and school shootings and all that, because it's like I'm not being heard, and you get what I'm saying? So it don't matter the environment, it's all of that stuff that creates that type of joint where a natural thing should be natural to me, which is listening. Why
Yes.
wouldn't listening be a natural thing to me that I should be able to do without somebody teaching me and all of that? You feel me? It's
Mhm.
because of those other bugs in the game. When
Yeah.
motherfuckers tell you like you ain't gotta listen to everybody, what parents used to tell kids, right? You ain't gotta
Mhm.
listen to nobody but me. You
You
tell
be
a
like,
kid, I ain't gotta listen to
oh,
nobody but you. I might curse the teacher out. Like I might curse it, but I ain't gotta listen to you. My mom said,
right. Throw her right under the bus.
you feel me? But it's these type of things that put the programming in people's heads, and then as they grow into adults, when you really become an adult, it's really like, oh, I'm an adult, bitch. I ain't gotta listen to nobody. You get what I'm saying? And it's funny because your parents will still be like, "I don't care how old you get, you better listen to," like, you get what I'm saying? So, it's crazy how that cycle go. Like, you taught me to
Eh,
just listen to you, and then I start listening to others, and then you revert back to like, "No, I'm still your parents, you still gonna listen." Like, you get what I'm saying? So, it's like all of those type of things. First, you gotta even understand that that's even a thing in your world.
yeah,
Damn, that's the reason why I ain't been listening for real. Like, why is it that I got an argumentative type of conversation? Like your conversation is argumentative. It's not even like a
yeah.
give and take joint. You feel me? Like,
Or a debate. Like, a debate is clean. You feel me? Like, you express your point, I return my contribution, and then we do that back and forth. It ain't no over talking, it ain't no getting loud or none of that. But it's like now as we get older, bro, it's like, man, a lot of the stuff that we learned, bro, was gutted, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you really gotta unlearn and relearn a lot of stuff, bro. Because like you said, man, it's like growing up hearing, yo, stay in the child's place, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Like, bro, that probably do something to your confidence. You feel me? That'll have you scared to like debate the wrong shit. Like, you feel me? If it's something going on, you so used to hearing like, no, don't do that, don't say that because this person is a little bit older or da. And it's like, no, we can't. It can't be like that, bro. It can't. It
yeah,
got to be a mutual respect, a mutual agreement. It's not no. All right, I've been in business for 10 years. You just started your job, so I don't want to hear what you got to say about business. Not at all. You feel me? Because with you just starting your business, like, all right, you got a new hunger. You feel me? You about to jump on it. You about to put all your business paperwork together. You about to learn all the terms. You about to go to networking events. You about to do all that. And after 10 years, it's like, I get the call now. I send the team out. Me and wife might do it. We might send the team out. But that don't mean that like what you have to say isn't valuable to me. You feel me? Like an adult can learn something from a child. Like real rap, dog. Like
without a doubt.
like homeless people, all that. Like people, I see people all the time, bro. They'll walk past homeless people. They'll talk crazy to them and do this and do. Bro, I ain't one of them, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I busted up with people, bro, because who am I, bro? I'm a human. That's what we do. I'm not better than nobody here, bro. You feel me? Just because you down on your luck, that don't mean like that I'm about to pop it on you or I'm about to act crazy, bro. It don't matter what my status is in the world, bro. It's humankind, my G. You know me, I roll with nature, bro. And if you don't do those type of things, I feel like your life gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
There's a certain like it's a certain thing that we all bring to this job, bro. And it's like a lot of us, man, we spend too much time just talking and not trying to find out what that thing is and not trying to examine ourselves, you feel me, to see where we go wrong in conversations and understanding and etc. You feel me?
yeah. But we also, need to include like that it is a lot of active listening out here.
Oh
It
yeah.
is it is a lot of emotional intelligence within that to be able to have these conversations and be productive in them. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to like put one more shine on one thing than the other. You get what I'm saying? But just as many people that don't listen as many people that do listen. You feel what I'm saying? And I just urge those that do listen to have patience with those who don't listen. Um,
That's a
and
good job. Real right.
and and position yourself to like, you know, um, spread that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning, we can't fault people for what they don't really know. So if you the person that know it, you got it's your job.
Real
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
bro.
Not just to have it for yourself, but like to spread that joy. You feel what I'm saying? So in the vein of accountability, like we got present it in a way too for it to be received correctly. So don't be so defensive and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? We can get into the segment of just giving giving valuable tips. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the one tip I leave people with is really like get into empathy. You know what I'm saying? Empathy allows for you to put yourself in somebody else's shoes fully. You get what I'm saying? And then the listening part becomes a little easier.
Yeah. Way easier. All right,
That's
bro.
tip one. You know what I'm saying? You want to give them a tip?
Uh, hey, man. We been giving them tips all day, man. We just having an open discussion at this point, man. I feel like they can see where the trajectory is going. You feel me? They can understand. And if you don't, like you will by the end of this, John, because I don't even know how to explain it, bro. But I don't have a tip right this second, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So I'll give them some more tips. You know what I'm saying? I would say like tip number two, right, is to really like understand your partner. You know what I mean? Like as men, I ain't gonna lie, like it's kind of a secret of mine and shit. You know what I'm saying? On a hush hush, right? I observe and listen so much that like with my partner, I be foreseeing shit. You know what I mean? A motherfucker feel like I'm a fortune teller or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a future reader or something. Like you get what I'm saying? And the best way, the best way that I be avoiding like arguments and stuff like that with your partner, you gotta know. You get what I'm saying? And I be telling Giles and his wife this all the time, you feel me? Like being able to identify really what it is. So like I said earlier, I mean, listening to what people are not saying. Cause like I said, a lot of our programming and teaching was for us to be a lot of secretive hush hush. So we don't
Mhm.
reveal or be vulnerable because of our traumas and all of that, right? So you gotta be able to, when you dealing with people that been through the stuff, you gotta like be able to identify what the issue really is to avoid the problem. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, the best way
it
to do
it be like I know it ain't about these dishes. It can't be.
it.
Like, no. You
Real
feel what I'm
right,
saying?
bro.
Like I know you was telling me about that position you wanted at work, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever
Mhm.
get that? You feel what I'm saying? Did you ever get that position? What happened with that? You cut off for that argument. And if it's really that, she gonna start feeling relieved. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and
Mhm.
that's the joint, that's the bait.
Real right.
A lot of times arguments be the bait. Don't grab the bait. You get what I'm saying? Like really tackle what it really is. But you gotta know what it could be. And only being a person partner, you should know. You wake up with them every day, you know they patterns. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker come home from work and you not your same self how you would come home. I'm more dramatically knowing like something on the
Yeah.
outside. You feel me? Cause I'm not the thing. I'm not the problem. And that
Yeah.
happens too. That's a big thing when people, in that partnership.
That's a
You know what I'm
huge
saying?
part.
A
Real
lot of
right.
people gonna crash about those type of things, like especially like if y'all so separate too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you off doing your job, I'm off doing my job. If we don't connect every day on a regular build,
We growing in different directions.
yeah. And so when you call me with an urgency or something, I'm not gonna be on it.
Real
I'm
right.
dealing with my own shit. But if it's a together problem, like you done already informed me about it. You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about it, it don't seem so foreign. You know what I
Real
mean?
right.
Because a lot of people start conversations like that too, like as if you supposed to know already. Like I don't fucking know what you got going. Like,
Real.
you feel me, bro? Like everybody don't know what. everybody got going on. You feel me? You might think that in your head, like that everybody supposed to know, but everybody ain't supposed to know. You feel me? So getting into like, you know what I'm saying, really connecting on a human level. You feel me? Where our conversations elevate. And I think through these conversations and listening and all that, like we'll eliminate a lot of like problems and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, like after you just explained that, I finally do got my tip. Now,
Yeah.
this is my tip for the listeners, right? Bust out your pen or your pencil or whatever in your notebook. We got a new word, a new term for you to practice. It's called active listening. You feel me? Where we take our feelings, our previous interactions and experiences, and we leave them elsewhere while we listen to what's really going on. You feel me? So we can thoroughly understand the situation. So yeah, look up active listening because that's something that we lost as a as a people, and we got to get back to it. So it's not all this miscommunication, disagreements, and misunderstandings. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Heck of a tip, man. And I just add to it, like, it take practice. You're gonna look it up, you're gonna get the definition, but you gotta really get into it and practice while you studying, and it'll all come together for you, you know what I mean? Heck of a tip though, bro. Shit, let's close out.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna close off by saying like, we not here to win conversations. We here to understand people. So I
Hell
guess
yeah.
I guess we gonna see you next time when we shift the volume up again. Yeah, man.
I'm Buck Doctors, the doctor without the doctrine.
And I'm Jalil, urban activist, aka the Blackshinist. Catch y'all next week.
Turn the volume up on that junk. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift, shift, shift.